Welcome to Yellowstone National Park, and today's video is going to be a little bit different because we ended up seeing way more at Yellowstone than we planned, and I wanted to do this video that isn't showing off trails but some interpretive thermal features that we absolutely had to stop and see. And stick around to the end for Old Faithful. These are things where we were just like driving through Yellowstone to get to our trailhead or our campground, and we just saw them off the side of the road and was like, pull over, we need to see this. And so in this video I'm going to be showing off a few different types of thermal features: a hot spring, a fumarole, and of course finishing off with a geyser. Because of course. And yeah, stick around because we definitely had an incredible Old Faithful experience. We couldn't help pulling over for our first stop when we saw the massive plume of steam coming off of it from the road. Barrel Spring is a hot spring with a large fumarole vent. Fumaroles are vents that spew steam and gases and are the hottest features in the park. Barrel Spring comes in at roughly 197 degrees Fahrenheit. The fumarole vent itself spews strong-smelling sulfuric gases from behind the bubbling hot spring. The smell, the boiling spring, made this quite the experience and is a fantastic quick stop to see this kind of thermal feature. So that was apparently Barrel Spring, another small thermal feature. I just saw this massive steaming thing along the road and obviously had to stop, and that thing smelled like sulfur. Oh my god. They're not kidding about the rotting egg smell, but so cool and warm. Anyway, another small thermal feature. They are everywhere. We didn't even plan on doing this, but we saw it off the drive. I don't even know what it's called, but we saw some thermal features and we just had to stop. So gonna check these out. I'll figure out what it's called and put it in the video, but gonna be spontaneous and check out some thermal springs along the way. I'm very excited. Never seen thermal springs before like this. Seirra Spring is a series of hot springs. The bubbling isn't a result of heat, but rather bubbling carbon dioxide gases coming from below the spring itself. These springs are on average 140 degrees Fahrenheit, much cooler than Barrel Spring. One thing to see is the bacteria and colorful algae from the boardwalk, as well as the warm steam drifting off pools. All right, well, you can probably see where I am. Behind me is Old Faithful. It is 7:30 and Old Faithful is estimated to go off around 8. And I'm gonna be sitting here and hoping to get a shot of the geyser going off with the sun illuminating the water behind it. That's the goal. Finally, Old Faithful, the world's most famous geyser. Geysers are a type of hot spring that are put under pressure and will periodically erupt in spouts of water and steam. Some are predictable in how often they erupt. Old Faithful earns its name from its regular eruption intervals of 60 to 90 minutes. This is the iconic site in the park and is definitely worth seeing. We were extremely fortunate to catch its eruption right before sunset, and it was absolutely a memorable sight. All right, so those are some of the smaller thermal features. These are like small things that just have a tiny interpretive site and very short boardwalk right off the road. And of course, Old Faithful. I include Old Faithful here because it's not really a trail. You just come out of the Old Faithful Lodge and you watch it, but Old Faithful is an experience. And I mean, what better geyser to demonstrate, you know, that specific type of thermal feature than Old Faithful itself. A really incredible experience getting to watch that geyser for sunset, but also just getting to see these little thermal features that aren't like super famous, but they still look so freaking cool, and they're all so unique. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and here are my favorite pictures of all of these incredible thermal features today. Enjoy.